Hi there, and welcome to Limitless, the space where your big dreams meet grounded energy and mastering manifestation becomes your new normal. I'm Alyssa Simpson, mindset and manifestation coach, your unorthodox free spirit, and now your newfound permission slip to do life your way. Here, we break the rules by ditching societal norms of the hustle and grind. We embrace flow, alignment, and the bold decision to follow what lights you the fuck up. In each episode, I'll be sharing soul downloads, mindset shifts, energetic upgrades, and raw, authentic stories to help you unlock your magnetism, collapse timelines, and create a life that feels as good as it looks. So if you're ready to remember who you are, trust your desires, embody your highest self, and manifest from your authentic power, it's time to sit back, relax, and get ready to become limitless. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Limitless. I'm giving you guys a little life update today because it's been a while since I've really given you the DL on the life. And I have some really fun new just downloads that I've had over the past few days and some things that I'm doing a little bit differently. And I don't know, y'all, like this is the season of a rebirth. Let's just call it what it is. I have been telling you about just moving into a new era of my life, blending motherhood with business, really trying to hone in on my art of mindset and manifestation musings, especially like putting them together in such a beautiful space for women to just become their most abundant and magnetic selves. And with that being said, I really got an honest and clear direction from my intuition on where I'm being led to next. And I wanted to just kind of brain dump all of that here with you guys. And I'm really hoping that after you listen to this episode, number one, you are inspired to do this in your own life. But also, I really want you to just listen to what I'm saying and try to hear it through the ears of your highest self. Okay. Before we get into all of that, I do have a little bit of fun stuff that I'm going to share with you. And my first question that I have is there, and I'm sure the answer is yes, but is there a black market for breast milk? Because yo girl, my titty milk is the cleanest titty milk there is. And I was thinking about this today because I was like, damn, I don't eat dairy, I don't eat gluten, I only eat poultry, and I have a cup of coffee a day. What? There are women out here who are crackheads, and I'm sure, maybe not, I could be totally wrong. I don't know if crackheads breastfeed, but I'm sure they probably do. And there are also women out there who breastfeed who aren't dairy-free, gluten-free, and watch their caffeine intake. There are also women out there who still drink while they're breastfeeding that is pump and dump. Me, you know what I've been craving? Craving since I got pregnant is a good glass of Alka-Seltzer. I that is like my go-to, my tummy hurts medicine. Always has been, always will be, and I can't have it. I couldn't have it when I was pregnant, can't have it now that I'm breastfeeding. And if someone's like, Alyssa, what's the first thing you're gonna do whenever you aren't breastfeeding? I'm like, I'm drinking a cool, cold glass of Alka-Seltzer. It's gonna fuck me up. And then I'm gonna have probably 4 cups of coffee. 4 cups. I'm gonna go nuts and have four. That's what I'm looking for. So in my mind, I'm like, because of how pure my titty milk is, there's gotta be a black market for it. And I don't know, is there? I know you can donate it, but I mean, I'm trying to get into some weird shit so I have a good story to tell my son when he's of age to hear about his breastfeeding journey. You know what I mean? Let's get for real here. Now, anyways, we could spend the entire episode talking about titty milk, but we're not. And when I say titty milk, I need you to hear it in your mind as Tiddy, not Titty, Tiddy, titty milk, okay? Hey there! I'm interrupting to let you know that for the entire month of August 2025, I have something really special for you. For the whole month, I'm offering you a free 7-day trial inside of my Magnetic Movement membership. No strings, no pressure, just a sacred space to explore what's possible when you align with your power and start manifesting from your true energetic frequency. Inside the membership, you'll get instant access to my signature trainings, embodiment practices, money and mindset education portals, and a whole community of support to help you attract your desires without the hustle, the burnout, or bypassing your human experience. This is your chance to come in, feel the magic, and experience what it's like to be surrounded by a community of women who are also committed to living their most abundant, worthy, and aligned life. If you've ever been curious about joining, this is your moment. Click the link in the show notes or the video description to activate your free 7-day trial, and I'll see you inside. Your next level self is already waiting for you there. Okay, cool. So the first little intuitive download update that I have for you is my entire manifestation journey, especially when I'm talking about mentoring and manifestation. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about like my own journey of harnessing manifestation and becoming a master manifester. I'm talking about the entire market of manifestation coaches and mentors. I think that it has been done widely wrong up until this point for myself. I'm going to speak about myself because I'm not going to include every single manifestation mentor into this category, but I know there are quite a few of them who will fall into this category. But I used to be in the camp of, manifestation really means bringing your entire vision board to life. The yacht, the first class trips, the Range Rover, the whatever the fuck you put on this vision board. When you can bring that entire thing to life, you have done it. You have become a master manifester. And sure, we can say that, we can do that, we can achieve that if that is our goal. But at the end of the day, whenever you are promoting that as a manifestation mentor, what you're actually doing is you're teaching other people to always be chasing their current reality by looking for the next escape. And the truth is, whenever you are a master manifester, you don't need to escape what it is that your everyday living is. Do you know what I mean? For me, I am obsessed with the mundane things in my life. I look forward to my 1 cup of coffee a day. I make it like a romantic little ritual in the morning. I have this whole thing that I do in the morning. It's tweaked a little bit now that I'm a mom and I have a baby to take care of and feed and change and, cuddle and all the things, but I still have my me time in the mornings. It's just not a 2-hour long thing like it was 6 months ago, right? But I still really am in love with my everyday mundane ass life. I don't go through my day thinking, God, I need a fucking vacation. God, I can't wait to get that private jet and go to the Maldives. God, I can't wait to get on that yacht and like, what the fuck? No, because a lot of the times the people that have these things on their manifestation vision boards is because it's like what other people tell them they should be aspiring to have, right? And I actually was having this thought as I was rocking my son to sleep last night, and I was thinking specifically about Kim Kardashian. And the episode where she gets a private jet, right? And she's like, I can manifest like a motherfucker. And I was thinking to myself, no, you can't. No, you cannot. Because like, your everyday life, like your everyday life is not, I mean, in my opinion, this is my fucking opinion. I do not wish to have a life like Kim Kardashian. She doesn't have a solid partner in life. She has other people raising her fucking kids. She sure gets to travel the world and have all these luxurious things, but like at the end of the day, when she's on her deathbed, is she going to look back at her life and go, I have zero regrets of what I did and how I lived? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. That's not for me to really spend a whole lot of like mental capacity thinking about, but it did just spark a intuitive thing inside of me where I'm like, dude, I have everything that I've ever desired, right? So I don't need to create a new vision board. I don't need to make a new list of things that I'm trying to achieve, although that is what the other realm of mindset and manifestation mentors and coaches are saying and doing. And we even can talk about our beloved Catherine Zinkina, right? The manifestation babe. She has famously said, and this is coming from someone who has enrolled in her programs before. I used to really adore her and think that she had such a really great point of view on things. And now I don't think so because I don't align with her views and values like I did at one point. And also, y'all, that's okay. You can say that you found admirable things about a person and then you grow out of it. It's completely fine. It doesn't mean I think that what I have learned from her or had heard her speak about is like garbage, but I definitely just don't sit in her camp anymore because she has famously said that how she gets people into her programs, which again, a lot of this shit that people are showing you is for marketing purposes, right? And you could be a really good marketer and be a trash fucking coach and mentor. Let's be totally for real. And I'm not saying that about Catherine Zankina. I'm just saying like in general, right? But she has famously said that she gets people in her programs by showing them her travel lifestyle and then teaching them how to have it for themselves, right? That is her whole thing. And if you go to her accounts or listen to her podcasts or look at her vlogs on YouTube, like it is travel heavy. And I have thought to myself before, like, how fucking exhausting does it sound to me to always be catching a flight, to never have like roots, to never like raise your family in one place, to like let them know what it feels like to have a home, you know? And that's just me. Those are my values. It's my opinion. Okay. Tamara Judge from Real Housewives of Orange County. That's my opinion. Those who get it. Those who don't. But I am not going to continue to teach women how to keep chasing their next escape, right? I have clients currently who have told me, Alyssa, I have literally manifested everything that I desire. Now what? And the now what is to keep that dominant frequency as your normal, right? So all of the things that you did to get you where you are now, the person that you became to get you to where you are now, how do we maintain that, right? What are the things we're doing to maintain it? We're not getting rid of our routines. We're not getting rid of our mindset practices. We're not getting rid of gratitude. We're not getting rid of our self-development. We just maybe aren't going as hardcore in it anymore. Maybe we're not making it such a staple. Oh yeah, we got to do this today. Maybe it just becomes like a part of who we naturally are. Because I'll tell you one thing. Me again, I'm popping in to let you know how you can access a free subliminal recording that I have created from my entity delivered to you. It is free and it is yours. All you have to do is stop what you're doing, leave a review on this podcast episode so that other people can find this space. Screenshot the review that you have sent and email it to me at alyssasimpsonx@gmail.com, and I will deliver you your free subliminal recording. Stop what you're doing, leave a review, screenshot, email me. You will have the recording in your inbox. The people who have made it in this fucking world, in my opinion, are not sitting here chasing the next thing. They have such a solid relationship. They have such a solid sense of self. They have such a solid purpose driven fucking life. And that's in the mundane things. That is in the going to the grocery store and picking out the same fucking food that you're gonna have this week that you had last week. It's making the same fucking cup of coffee every morning and enjoying it like it's been you haven't had it ever. It's getting to drink that Alka-Seltzer that you haven't had in a year and a half. You know what I mean? Like it's all about the things that you do every day. It's all about the way that you spend your every day that fucking matters. And if you are living a reality where you are constantly looking for an escape and constantly looking to get out of whatever it is you're currently in, you need me more than you think you do. Let me just tell you that right now. Because as someone who used to think, I have not made it unless I'm sitting on a beach in Bali, drinking a cocktail, and then hopping on a flight at 2 a.m. to go to the Maldives or what the fuck ever, working from my laptop, the laptop girl boss lifestyle. I thought that had to be my reality for me to feel like successful and like I have truly achieved what it is that everyone else told me that I had to achieve. Now, today is Monday. Yesterday was Sunday, and Mondays are my favorite day of the week because I get to go and pick up my groceries. that I spent all weekend curating and putting together my little cart. I get to go have coffee from my favorite coffee shop. I get to drive my back roads with my son where we get to look at cows and goats and cool, beautiful homes on these giant hilltops. Like, that is what I look forward to most. I look forward to my meal prepping. I look forward to doing laundry and folding it and putting away. I look forward to vacuuming and watching my favorite shows that I recorded over the week. You know what I mean? Like, I look forward to the mundane things. That's not to say that I still am not planning our next trip to Colorado. That is still not saying that I'm not planning our next purchase for our home as far as like what we want to do to expand our property and stuff like that. Like, all of those things, yes, they're on my list of things that I am going to achieve and bring to fruition. But I'm also so fucking obsessed with my everyday. And I used to be like, hey, isn't it so fucking cool that I manifested this money? Isn't it so fucking cool that I manifested this? And yes, those things are so fucking cool. But the coolest thing that I've ever manifested is a life that I don't need an escape from. And can you say the same? If you can't, we have got to start working together immediately. Stop what you're doing, stop this podcast, get into my world in a much more closer proximity, because you have not made it in life unless you can truly say that you are fucking obsessed with your everyday mundane life. Period. Okay? The next thing that I have to say is, with this rebirth, I truly am changing who it is that I'm working with, right? I'm changing who it is that I'm calling into my space, because I recently had a conversation with someone. Oh, in case you guys haven't noticed, I am back on Instagram. Remember, I was like, I'm done with social media, fuck social media, I'm out of here. And I still do feel that way, but I have created a different boundary and a different desire from Instagram than it was a few months ago. Now I am there because I want to be, and I'm there because I am sharing things that come to me initially on my stories, but I'm not spending a ounce of my energy creating fucking content. I archived and deleted everything that I'd ever posted on there, and I am just putting things on my story and talking to people in my DMs and putting things in my highlights, and that's it. And I'm there because I want to be, and I don't follow anybody who doesn't inspire me. And if that hurt your feelings, that says more about you than it does about me, because I want my Instagram feed to feel like Pinterest. I want to go on there and feel inspired. I don't want to be fucking sold to, because I don't need to buy anything from anyone. Let's be for real. I am so solidified in myself, who I am. I don't need to have another 10-step fucking program on how to be successful, because I already am successful. Mic drop. Now, with this rebirth, I am not convincing anyone of this work anymore. I'm not going to spend another second of my time trying to show someone the way and teach them about mindset and manifestation. You either get it or you don't. And if you get it, then I'm here to serve those women who get it and who already have a good sense of self identity. I used to coach women in the past on how to find themselves, find their voice, step into their highest selves. You've heard me talk about it a lot here if you've been here from the beginning. If you've been in my world for a long time, you know that is something that I've talked about and I have coached on and mentored on. I no longer am doing that. I am in a season of my life where the women I work with already know who the fuck they are. They just need refinement. They need to know how to set themselves on fire in the most boldest way to truly start living for a living, right? They already know who they are. They don't need to find out who they are. And it's interesting that we're talking about this because a friend of mine, actually a few of my friends, are in their Saturn return right now, and I look at all the women that I've worked with in the past and all of them have also been in their Saturn return. So it's almost like I've been ushering these women through their Saturn returns without truly consciously being aware of that. You know, like subconsciously, that's what I've been helping women do. And I want to meet women after their Saturn return. I want to meet women where they are after they've already gone through their own rebirth and they need help kind of sharpening, refining, and mastering who they are. I am now teaching women how to become fluent in their fucking power. Period. Not how to find it, not how to discover it, not to know who I am, what I want, blah, blah, blah. No. We are moving to a different trajectory. We are becoming more solidified in the fact that when you truly can sit there and be your most authentic self, you get to start becoming a master manifester. You start falling in love with your mundane. You start actually attracting the things you desire versus kind of sort of half-ass attracting the things that you are being told that you should desire, right? I really also think that with this being said, like the power that is within you when you really know who the fuck you are, you're able to think for yourself, right? I don't need to coach women on how to think for themselves. I already want women to come to me who can think for themselves. And again, just need help mastering that, need help refining it, right? Like I don't need to usher any more women into this. That was the phase that I was in, and I'm no longer in that phase, right? Because a lot of my energy now is spent ushering my son into the world to be so solidified in his self that I simply don't have the energy or the bandwidth to do it for grown women. I don't. Like that energy needs to go towards my son. But I can and will and desire to be the one to help women refine and really ground into their power, you know? Like I said, become fluent in their fucking power. I need that on a t-shirt ASAP. I was having a conversation with someone maybe 2 weeks ago, and we have a mutual friend, and they told me like that they said, I want to be like her when I grow up. And I immediately felt something like gross happen inside of me because I was like, ugh. I don't want to be like anyone else when I grow up. I want to be me. I want to be me, but like shinier and sharper and funnier and like what? Like I just want this version of me tweaked every season of my life to be a little bit better. I don't desire to be like anyone else. And when she said that, I thought to myself like what an adolescent ass thing to say. Like that is so high school, middle school, little girl shit. And that really kind of is what sparked my whole like, who are the people that I'm actually bringing into my world? And who, like, how can I change my energy to where I'm attracting the women who need help with their refinement and who already know who the fuck they are? Yes. I want you, if you're listening and you're like, well, I don't really know who I am, Alyssa, but I think I need your help. And what are you sending me away? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm not sending you away. Please stay here. Please stay here in this world, in this room, in this vicinity to me. But just know that I am not for you to work directly with if you do not have a good sense of who you are. If you do not desire to be you times 100, right? Like if you even desire to be like me, absolutely not. You need to desire to be you, but a better version of yourself, right? Even me, every day I'm 1% better than I was yesterday. And that's the fucking goal for myself. I really do think that when you don't know who you are much more easily influenced. You are much more easily able to manipulate, and I don't want that in my space. I don't want to manipulate you. I don't want to influence you. I want to just make you better. I want to make you sharper. I want to make you bolder. I want to make you feel better about yourself and your life and your current everything. That is what I desire for you. I don't want to say something to you and then you feel like it has to be your solidified truth because my mentor Alyssa told me so. Fuck that. No. I want you to be so solidified in who you are. And if you are solidified in who you are and you're like, I don't know what to do next, again, we have got to work together. We have got to be in each other's space because let me tell you one thing. If you already know who the fuck you are and you are solidified in who you are, just imagine the amount of abundance and magic you can bring to yourself if you sharpen that, if you refine that, if you become fluent in that type of language, that powerful ass energy of I know who the fuck I am, and no one and nothing is going to make me feel differently, think differently, or see myself differently. We have been through as a society a lot in the past, I would even say 15 years, where we really have been going like an undertaking of getting rid of people who think for themselves. And I hate that shit. I really can't stand to see people just fall in line with whatever the fuck they're being told. Even if what you're being told has been like by someone that you truly trust and you love and whatever, like this is where the piece that I love about what I do comes into play. Strengthening your intuition. Because if you do not have a good, solid connection with your intuition, you are you're going to be back in this little hamster wheel that you're on right now in a few years. Because what you're going to do is you're going to find someone who's really good at marketing to you, saying that they can help you. You're going to sign up for whatever the fuck they have going on. And then you're going to end up becoming a carbon copy of them. Ew. We don't need that. We don't need more people who are just like someone else. I want you to be able to walk into a room, to meet someone for the first time, and for them to go, I have never met anybody like you. How refreshing it is to see someone who is so uniquely authentic. What? That is like the compliment of the lifetime. Because if others can see that about you, then that means already that you and Zaddy Universe have got such a great relationship because you know who the fuck you are, that in tune you are able to receive and be delivered the things that it is you desire so much easier because you're not being clouded with other people's shit, their opinions, their beliefs, what they think you should have, what they think means success. Like you have your own voice in it all. And that is where we're moving to. That is my life update for you. Okay. Like I said, it is Monday, so I have got some stuff to be doing. I'm going to be vlogging the rest of my day. So if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. There's a lot of visuals there. There's a lot of really great stuff there. I am pouring all of the content, creating energy that I would be spending on Instagram into my membership. I even posted yesterday about how I hate Dave Ramsey and let me take that back. I don't hate Dave Ramsey. I really disagree with the things that he teaches. And the title of my post in my membership was Fuck Dave Ramsey. So Dave, if you're listening, fuck you, sir. But I am pouring all of my intuitive downloads, intuitive thoughts, intuitive musings into my membership now rather than posting them on Instagram, okay? Because the people who are in my membership actually value what it is that we are talking about, and they're going to benefit the most from me showing up for them. So that's where I'm at. That's where I'm pouring my energy into, and I hope to see you on the inside. Check out the link if you haven't already to see if the membership is something that you can vibe with and get along with. If you have not already also signed up for my emails, what are you actually doing? My emails are my little love notes that I drop to you where I type out all of the things that it is that I'm feeling and loving and wanting to inspire you through. And yeah, we have a lot of great stuff coming your way. It is summertime. Y'all know that I am not a fan of the summer, but I'm trying to romanticize the shit out of my summer this year, and I can't wait to report back with how it goes. So, cheers to sweaty tits, and I will see you next time. Bye! I'm so grateful that you tuned in today. If this episode activated something in you, share it with a bestie who's also ready to become limitless. And don't forget to leave a review to help more people find this space. Wanting more? Get on my email list and subscribe to my YouTube channel for exclusive downloads, mindset shifts, and behind-the-scenes magic that I only share there. The link is in the show notes. Until next time, keep trusting the pull, honoring your energy, and manifesting your most abundant life.